Hi everyone. I just wanted to know that here, how many of you here want to start your designing skill from scratch? Okay, so we're having zero knowledge on designing skill, but you still want to master from there and building it as an amazing career for you. So type down yes in the chat box. Type on yes. I can see all of you typing down. Yeah, okay, fine. Yes, and also how many of you here want to know the key secret? What can help you to master your designing skill and that makes you earn money? So type on yeah in the chat box. Thank you all. So, yes. Hello everyone, those of you seeing me for the very first time. Myself Pallavi, I'm a student of CI and Quantum member, CI Quantum member. And first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my mentor Keaton sir and also my community and also each and every one of you, those of you are being here. And I'm much grateful for this opportunity to present on this auspicious day. And yes, today I'm going to share you my three secrets, my journey, what I have learned from this journey. So are you all ready for it? So type on ready in the chat box if you are ready for it. So type on ready. Let me see your readiness in the chat box. Type on ready in the chat box. Super, that's awesome. So let me share you. So today I'll be sharing you the three key secrets that how does starting from scratch build a stronger designing fundamentals and how does learning tools unlock creative freedoms? And not just that, how does continuous learning turns creativity into confidence and clients growth? Okay, so I can see already your readiness in the chat box. Let's get started. Okay, so but before me starting my journey, so is that okay if I can share my journey before me starting, before my journey of CI? So if I can get a permission from all of you, type on PG in the chat box, that permission granted. Yes. Yes, I can see you all typing down. PG, thank you so much. Yes. So as Kushbuji was sharing that, so yes, I'm from Shivamogga, Karnataka, and so one of the beautiful place here, so which you can see here, which is covered with fully forest and hill station, and one beautiful home in that village, and that's my home. So I'm from that place, and I was being a kid in that, continuously being with them, playing with them. So that's how I was from being that 18 years of my journey, which has turned completely opposite to that, where I was introvert, I was not able to speak, I was underconfident, I was completely clueless on my career, my life. So what next? So that was my journey was in 18 years. The reason because so that one unexpected shift that happened in my life, so that is where being in that village where there is no opportunity for the schooling, there is no opportunity for education or anything. So that's where I was supposed to move on to the hostel at the my from my pre-KGs. Sorry, yeah. So from my pre-KGs, and that is where I have grown from my pre-KG to all my post-graduation. I was growing up in a hostel. It was very rare to connect with my parents or my family, my own sister or anyone. So I was like, how many of you had the experience of being away from my parents or being in a hostel or out of your city? So type on me in the chat box if you have been experienced that life. So type on me in the chat box. Yeah, either for your education or now you're working like you're away from the home. So you have been experiencing that. Okay, I can see many of you typing on me, right? So this was the experience for me at the age where I was not even know like why I am here, what I need to do next. Like it was completely unknown place to me. So to that is where I started making myself that okay, I cannot speak with others. I don't know how to connect with them. I don't know how to mingle with them. So that is where I started becoming silent. I started silencing my own words to speak to the world, and that's what me like just focused on career. I only the thought I had in my mind is that I need to study well, get good marks and get a very good job and settle in my life. So that's the only thought I had in my life, in my mind from the start. Like, but what really changed in my life? Okay, so one WhatsApp message that I got during lockdown that completely changed my direction of my life. It's like a direction giver message to me. So many of you here in this community today, for various different ways, like you might have seen the videos in the Instagram, Facebook, or your one of your family member might invited you, or your friends might have invited you. So today, I am here because of this one message where I was introduced to this beautiful community of CI when I joined here for the first day, right? So I was amazed with the energy of the people who are in this community, right? They were enabling the video, they were sharing their result, they are confidently speaking. So like how many of you were like, wow, when you came to the community for the first time by looking at the community energy? So type on wow in the chat box. Like how these people are doing so many things, like yeah, they're sharing their result, they're sharing, they're becoming confident, they're building career, so many things were happening. And I was just like, okay, so what's happening here? I was not completely unaware of this kind of word before, because my whole world for the last 18 years was just being in a hostel room, 4 walls of my hostel, and going to the college, come back, going to the college and come back. So that's the only word I had seen so far. And when I introduced here, it was like it's completely the new. And from there, my life has completely changed. That's where I decided that okay, this is the right place. I'm in right time, and I need to take the decision right now. So that is where I made the decision, like I want to be part of this community, and made that decision to be part of Diamond. And I became part of this community and started working on my skills, not just as a skill, but as a person. I started seeing the transformation, like in terms of me speaking, like my communication, my confidence, the way I present myself, like everything has started changing. And within a 1 year of time, I was able to build more than 10 plus skills and 50 plus projects. And it was where I was not even, I'm not able to believe myself. Oh, I was able to do so much things, right? So that was my feeling. So how many of you here being part of Diamond or being part of a community, you are able to amazed by your own result where you never thought you could do all these things? So type on me if you felt that. So type on me in the chat box. Let's see. Okay, because that was me at the time. After 1 year, I just looked up my profile book. It was like, oh my God, I came so far from having no clarity on what to do next in my life. From there, seeing the transformation, like that was just wow to me. And not just that, like coming to my skill champion journey today, like in design skill, where my design skill journey started is as previously was Suraksha was sharing that, where she started her journey, like her first income project started freelancing, right? So same thing where I started my skill designing skill as a journey with freelancing project, where I has gone to like one of the shop, so where I designed where I designed the card for them, and also one of menu for the hotel. So this was, and not just that, like that's where I took as to document this journey, because the first time I, with that confidence, I go on and approach that. That itself was, I mean, wow to me. And I took a video from them that okay, how was your experience? And when they shared, the design came out very well, and I was so happy to see their smile on the way when I given that. So that's where I started my designing journey, and my evolution, my journey started with multiple tools as well. That's what I shared. Starting mastering multiple tools also will help you. So when where we started with Photoshop and Illustrator, so it was very from this was one of the design I got from one of my team, where they told me to design exactly like this in Photoshop. First time when I see in the details, so it was too much to design. How do I do that? But I said, I take this as a challenge. Okay, let me do this. And that is where I designed this. It may not be completely exactly like that, but I designed this from scratch. And this is where my evolution started. This is the second design, and where it designed this completely from scratch. Okay, so this is where my journey started, and my design skill champion, so you can see my logo has evolved from very basic to this today, where I'm using built multiple, this not just three. I think I have designed more than 7 to 8 logos, and this was only three what I found right now and able to add. And this is how my designs started evolving. This is one of the logo which I designed from the scratch and illustrated image for the logo for one of the app that I have built, and building thumbnails and multiple designs. And this is where my design skill champion journey started. And not just that, within like this was just a 5 weeks, but that's more like I'm going to share. So for this, where I was able to build multiple things like maybe mock-up posters, brochures, so all this more than 20 plus projects in 5 weeks to completing my 5 weeks of design skill champion. And so when I completed, I think this is my when I completed, this was my second skill. Like even though I was started working on, but I was not structured with doing multiple things. But when I started with designing skill champion, so it was made me to learn so many things in deep inside, to learn multiple ways of designing. And this is where my journey started, not just working for myself, but this is why I got an opportunity in CI Power Team to work with clients, and working with multiple clients with the designing skill, like designing them the brochure or the poster or mock-ups, designing the lead magnets or optimizing their social media, and creating their multiple brochure and ad creatives, so many things, like more than 500 plus designs I'm able to work on so far, and work with more than 20 plus brands. I'm much grateful for this opportunity from CI Power Team. It was like, which I never thought when I joined CI, that I could do so many things. And working with multiple clients today has helped me to make my revenue of up to 5.7 lakhs in revenue as a project based expert. And this was this is what I wanted to share with all of you. What really taught me this journey of me starting my design skill in designing. I always learned this from my mentor that he always says me that in designing that attention to detail is very much important. That's everything. Like even the small like a spelling mistake or the color or the placement of the things, everything that matters. And revision and consistency when you are learning that with consistency improve the way I think and creatively and not in creatively as well, not just as visual improvement. And follow the trends that keeps your skill fresh and relevant. So just see what is working, what type of designs that's like it may be. Now so many things came like AI designs, all those things. So going deeper with the tools enhance your design efficiency as well. And designing is not just about the visual, it's also about how it communicates, what it communicates to the outside. So that's what matters. So this is what I wanted to share with my journey. So thank you so much for this opportunity and thank you so much for everyone